Hey guys, it's your girl Onana, and I welcome you all to Onana Nation. So today we are actually going to talk about the Democratic Republic of Congo, which is a country in Africa which has huge natural wealth. Like, the potential of this country in terms of natural resources is crazy. So the country is so richly blessed, and it's rather unfortunate that the people of this amazing country are going through a lot right now. They are currently going through a genocide, and it's funny that no mainstream media is talking about this. All the great media houses of the world, nobody's talking about this case. Everybody is only concerned about what they stand to lose, covering their interest. So we have decided to lend our platforms, we have decided to lend our voices to our brothers and sisters in Congo. They are going through a lot right now. We have decided to speak for them. If our brothers and sisters are suffering, we are all Africans, we are all suffering. So today we are going to talk about the case going on in Congo. Stay tuned as we break this down. The Democratic Republic of Congo is largely considered one of the world's richest countries in terms of natural resources. Congo alone has 70% of the world's coltan. Congo alone has one-third of the world's cobalt. Congo alone has 30% of the world's diamond reserves. So you can see how rich this country is. The country's natural resources are estimated at a whopping $24 trillion. Not million dollars, not billion dollars, but $24 trillion. So you can begin to have an idea, you can begin to visualize why other countries in the world are interested in Congo. And unfortunately, they are only interested in Congo for the wrong reasons. They look at Congo, they see gold, they see diamond, they see copper, they see timber, they see oil. These are the things they're looking at. They are looking at how much can we make from this country, how much can we exploit from these people, without even thinking of the people of the land. The people are suffering. You're not thinking about the human rights abuse. You're not thinking about the wars you're enabling. The people are suffering. You're only thinking about how much you can make from these people. So sometimes when people are fighting, to know who's foiling the war, you have to look at who benefits most from this war. People are fighting, brothers are killing brothers, sisters are killing sisters. To know who is behind all of this, you have to think who benefits the most, who gets the most from this. It's easy to answer in this case. The people who benefit the most from this Congo war are the people who are coming from outside. All the international investors, all the people who are mining in Congo, these are the people who are making money. All those big companies making 8 figures, 10 figures at the expense of people's lives. So these are the people who are fueling this war. They go in there, they give the militias, they give them guns, kill your brothers, fight one another, go against each other. And as you guys are fighting each other, they pass in between you guys and they go and carry all the natural resources, all the minerals, the things which are meant for you guys. Because you guys are busy killing one another, they are behind there smiling and collecting big paychecks. When are we going to be wise? When are we going to be smart and understand that we shouldn't be doing this to ourselves? African leaders are the ones enabling all these things that are going on in Africa. They give all this access, all these contracts to multinationals, international companies. They don't even read the fine print. They don't even read the instructions. You just give people the rights to your natural resources and they come in there, plunder and take as much as they want to without thinking about the very people who own the land. And our African leaders are so wicked. Just as long as you give them a big paycheck, they become silent. They're saying nothing about this. People are dying. The president has made no official statement. Every day it's just like, I cannot believe this, that in the 21st century, our humanity, our basic humanity is gone. They don't care about people. As long as they have their big fat checks, they have money, their kids are all abroad, they don't care about their citizens. Why are you a leader if you don't have a heart for the people? As long as they silence your mouth with all this money, you have nothing to say. So this is the situation in present day Congo. This is what is going on in Congo right now. The militias, the rebels, the criminals, they just go into the villages, go into the cities, go into the neighborhood, rip people out of their houses, beat them up, tie them up, rape their women, beat up the kids. Everybody is running away. Congo has almost 4 million IDPs. They are running around, internally displaced people, running to neighboring countries, suffering and crying. These are mothers, pregnant women with kids on their back, carrying their clothes on their head, running to safety. And then if you see the sophisticated weaponry that these guys are using, where do they get such guns from if they don't come from outside? Very sophisticated things they're using to attack their very own people. There's no way a local group of rebels can afford this if they're not getting external support. As the genocide continues, people on social media speculate what can be the root cause of this genocide, who is behind all this. So we're going to read some comments from Twitter. This person says multinational corporations have been looting Congo for so many years now. Congolese people have been fighting a genocide, corrupt government, use of our coltan to create global technology. So you guys know coltan is the key component they use in creating fast cars. All these cars you guys are seeing, the Ferraris and the sport cars and all that, the iPhones you guys are using, electric cars, and a lot of technological things, they come from coltan. So Congo produces over 30% of the world's coltan. So they go over there, they get the coltan, and that's what's causing the war. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. So many international companies, many multinationals are running to Congo without even caring about the people. They go, they get the coltan, they get whatever they need, and they pay local militias and rebels to fight one another. While the people are distracted fighting each other, they are busy getting the natural resources. And amidst all this, so many people like myself, we are wondering, like, what are African leaders doing? What is the United Nations doing? What is the African Union doing? So people are questioning. This person, Born Free, says, I don't know when, I don't know how, but at some point, Africa as a whole, we have to rebel against its so-called leaders. They have failed us, sold our continents to the highest bidder, and don't care whether we live or die, for as long as they become rich. This is horrible. This is exactly what I've been saying. This is my thought pattern. Our leaders have sold us. They don't care about us anymore, just as long as they're getting those big fat paychecks. As their children are going for vacation in the West, they don't care about those other people. Can you imagine Africa? Can you imagine Congo producing the world's largest cotton, producing cocoa, but the kids in Congo have never tasted chocolate? The country is producing all these rich things, but the kids have never been privileged to even taste them. Our leaders are busy selling them outside, and this is just ridiculous. So today across social media, people are just calling for support. This is Equity saying the phones you use, a key component comes from Congo. Retweet this, it won't cost your dignity. So people are just calling for support. If you come across this video, share it as much as you can. Share it to all your friends, share it to all your family members. If you come across any tweet, any post, any YouTube video talking about the Congo genocide, share it as much as you can. So we are calling for support. We want people to know, we want to create awareness about what is going on in Congo. There's a genocide going on. People are getting killed, maimed, and beaten, and it's just crazy. So these are crimes against humanity. We are wondering why nobody's talking about it. If you come across this video, share it. If you come across anybody talking about the Congo genocide, we just want to create awareness, push it forward, share it to all your WhatsApp groups, share it on the internet, on all your platforms, on Facebook, on Twitter, on WhatsApp, LinkedIn, whatever you're using, just be sharing. So we want to create awareness. We want everybody to know what's going on in Congo. The phones you're using, a key component in producing all these iPhones you're using, it comes from Congo. Congo alone produces over 70% of the world's coltan. So you can imagine, you're using something that comes from Congo. And even if you aren't, you're a human being. You're not supposed to just stand aside and watch people kill each other. We are human beings. We're brothers first. Be your brother's keeper. I am because you are. So you cannot just stand and watch people killing another person without saying nothing. Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. And you can never tell the day it's going to reach at your doorsteps. So we have a duty as human beings to say something. These are crimes against humanity. This is a genocide. We're not going to let it happen. So everybody should use their platform. All YouTubers should be talking about this. Everybody should raise their voice and say no to this. Stop the genocide in Congo. End the genocide now. Congo is bleeding. Everybody, I want all YouTubers to jump on this topic. And if you're not a YouTuber, share the video. Make sure this video reaches people. We don't want the genocide in Congo to continue. We are tired of watching our brothers and sisters bleed across the streets. So as the struggle continues, people across Twitter are pouring out support to the Congolese people. So this person writes, it is sad, so sad to see that the richest country in the world is the poorest. And somebody else says, Congolese in South Africa have always said Kagame is the one funding rebels to kill Congolese people. It is a well-known fact. So while the rubble and the tussle is going on, people are pointing fingers. A lot of people are blaming Rwanda and Uganda, which are neighboring countries to Congo. So people are blaming the Ugandan president. His name is Yoweri Museveni. And people are blaming the Ugandan president. He's Paul Kagame. So people are saying that these are the two people who are actually responsible for the fight that is going on in Congo. That these are the people who are sending rebels to kill Congolese people. And while Congolese people are killing one another, they go behind them to loot their natural resources and the minerals. So while they were still pointing fingers, some other person came and said, don't be quick to judge. Whatever Rwanda was involved in Congo was in 90s after the genocide against the Tutsi. Rwanda is currently not involved in any misery that is happening in Congo. So some other person says, learn to blame African leaders for their actions without making it seem like the West is controlling them. Kagame and Museveni loot for their own benefits. So it's just some weird dynamics going on. It's just some weird things going on. People are blaming each other. They're pointing hands at each other. So Congolese people are blaming Rwanda and Uganda. So Ugandan people are coming out here defending their president, like, don't blame our president. Yoweri Museveni has nothing to do with this. And then Rwandan people are coming out as well to blame people, like, don't blame our president. Paul Kagame has nothing to do with this. Keep his name out of your mouth. So it's a lot of name calling and finger pointing, and we are losing sight of the main order of the day. What is happening is a genocide. That's what we are looking at. You guys should make this stop. We are not here to be debating who did this or who did what in the 90s and the 60s. What is happening is people are currently losing their lives. That's what we should be focusing on. All this division on social media is unnecessary. We are thinking about the kids who are losing their lives. They should be in classrooms learning. They should be in school studying. But where are they? They are running for their lives. They are fleeing their homes. Women and children internally displaced. Congo alone has almost 4 million IDPs. These are internally displaced people. Kids who are supposed to be at home sleeping, they are running in the bushes because they are fleeing to safety. Women, pregnant women are running around falling in jungles because they are fleeing for their lives. This is what is going on right now. This is what we should be focusing on. All our energy should be on end genocide and not finger pointing. So whoever is doing this, you guys should stop dividing brothers against brothers. We are supposed to stick to each other. We are supposed to stick together. So I don't care what they've told you, all those rebels, I don't care what they promised you, I don't care what they told you, but stop killing your people. These are your brothers, these are your sisters. Stop killing your very own people. This is uncalled for. Whatever they promise you is not worth it. It's not worth human life. It's not worth human blood. Stop killing your people.